They go play action with Trubisky. Wheaton with a catch right side. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They run. This is Cohen. And some room to work. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it.
Now, check. Patriot. Blue 90.
Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On third down, that's Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Barth puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw is Newton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, it's Cohen. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. The 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
They are in the fourth in Buffalo, and that one belonging to the Buccaneers. Mike Evans, only a couple yards shy of 100. He's at 98 receiving to this point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he's forced out. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. The Panthers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on the horizon, bracing for overtime. We were, too, and we may want to wait a little bit before heading for the exits, let that parking lot clear out a bit.
Maybe there's a later flight we can catch.
That might be a good idea. And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. It is up and through, and there is your final margin of victory. As on the final play, they win it by a touchdown. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Carolina, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long.